We've hardly been talking about how it still feels like fall out there because everybody's watching Irma, because most of us have somebody who's in South Florida.
Yeah, we do. A lot of people have connections down there or the Gulf Coast down in Texas.
Too.
So really hard time right now to be watching what's happening on the other side of the country. George Lesson's over in the Weather Center now talking about that and what's happening for us locally, George.
Yes, indeed. We're keeping all eyes on Irma. Keep in mind that we're still 3 days out, and the error track at day 3 is about 175 miles. So that's the difference between about what, here in Cleveland. So again, it all depends on how that storm comes up through the Florida Straits and toward Florida, exactly where that storm will end up. That's why we update you several times a day. 13 weather ball for us is flashing blue because we have still some cooler weather in view, cooler than today, and blinking bright, but we have some more showers in sight. Most of them will be again during the day tomorrow. And this view brought to you by the great folks at your West Michigan Ace Hardware store. We forecast 64 today, jumped up to 68 out of the airport. Most areas stayed in the upper 50s and low 60s today. So we'll start again with another 3-degree guarantee during the day tomorrow. Speaking of tomorrow, cloudy skies in the morning after some clearing here overnight. We'll be back to cloudy by daybreak and kind of on and off showers tomorrow as we climb up into the low, possibly mid 60s. Most of the showers will be done by 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Latest on Irma, this is the latest satellite and radar composite. It is just churning up the waters north of Puerto Rico. They're getting 3 to 5 foot waves on the north shore. That doesn't sound like a whole lot, but this is still a Category 5 storm with 185-mile-per-hour winds. The strongest storm was at 190, so this is the second strongest storm in Atlantic history with gusts to 225 miles an hour. It is going to be moving out over the southern Caribbean or southern Atlantic into the western Caribbean through the southern Bahamas by 2 o'clock on Friday afternoon. It'll be off the northeast coast of Cuba, and then it's going to take a right turn around the big Bermuda High out over the Atlantic, and it's going to be heading up to South Florida. Now, it could be as far west over here or as far as east over here. So again, this is just the center line of the cone of uncertainty, but this is the area that's under the threat as this storm gets closer to the Georgia coast. On Monday, it will spread some flooding rains on up into the north or southeast U.S. It's actually going to take a turn to the northwest, so the rains may come up into Tennessee and Kentucky as well. We may just see some high-level clouds from those. It's a cool afternoon. After 68, it's dropped to 59 out at the airport as we've had numerous showers come on through, some of them with some hail. We saw earlier in the last half hour there was some hail up in the Greenville area covering the ground. But as the afternoon heat goes away, we're going to start to lose some of these clouds and some of these showers, but we'll see another round during the day tomorrow with the same scenario, but these will all be done by later on tomorrow evening. We show you this on our hour-by-hour forecast. Notice most of the showers are going to line themselves out over Lake Michigan tonight. That's where the warmest air will be. And then during the day tomorrow, some of those showers will start to come on inland, so expect some in the afternoon. And these are going to last into the evening hours. But once the cold air starts to retreat to the east, drier air will come on in. We've got nothing but sunshine expected here on Friday, and that will last through the entire weekend. Now, in terms of the lakeshore, there are still some very high waves out there, so the beach hazard alert has been extended until at least 2 a.m. for portions of the lakeshore, and that's tonight. For tomorrow, though, scattered showers on and off with a bit of sunshine, highs around 60 to 65. Up north, again, some scattered showers throughout the afternoon and evening, around 60 to 61. And from Grand Rapids southward, this may be the area where we see the most rain with highs in the low and mid 60s. 5-day planner has nothing but dry weather that's starting Friday, and that will last through the weekend as we finally warm things up into the mid 70s by next Monday. 13 on target forecast. We may see some high clouds from Irma starting Tuesday, Wednesday, and there may be some showers over to Detroit by Thursday, and then we'll warm things back up into the 70s by next weekend. So we got some high clouds from Harvey. We may get some impacts from Irma here also in West Michigan.